Mr. Rentz.
Thank you, Chairman Eisenberg. Council members, good morning. I'm going to start by first responding.
Mark Rentz from the Association of California Water Agencies.
I'm sorry, thank you. Mark Rentz, Association of California Water Agencies, and I'll fill out my blue sheet and hand it to you, Mr. Chairman, once I'm finished. Thanks for the opportunity to step forward. This is, as you know, since the get-go, one of the critical issues that the coalition, Ag Urban Coalition, has brought to your attention. I'm going to start by stepping back before I look at the language and the proposal that I think understood, Joe, you're laying out. And I kind of want to address, I think Felicia did in part, Hank's question about what is flows about. Is it about water quality? Is it about fisheries? So that you understand that the State Water Resources Control Board is taking up the issues of flows under its purview for water quality in considering amendments to the San Francisco Bay Delta Water Quality Management Plan. They're taking it up as water quality objectives. And in doing so, if you look at their most recent reports that have come out where they put out their NOP on this thing, Hank, they acknowledge that as they develop those flows, they have to look at it in the context of all the beneficial uses that they're responsible for. That includes water quality, that includes water use, that includes fisheries, and a multitude of other ones that I honestly don't remember them all. But they have a litany of beneficial uses that they're responsible to address. And they have an obligation under the water quality plan, when they're reviewing it for amend, to balance and make a determination as best as they can, given the information they have, and to balance those various needs and objectives. That's one of the reasons why one of the comments we've made to the State Water Resources Control Board, and comments that were taken up here during yesterday's conversation, why we think it's so important that they hold a series of workshops on these key issues so they have a full understanding. I'll give you a perfect example. What happens if they make changes to the flows in terms of hydropower production? That's a beneficial use of water. They have to analyze that as part of their basket of issues that they have to address. So I hope that gives you a little bit more sense of what it is. With regards to what I think I understood Joe's proposal to be and Mr. Fiorini's response, I do think it's critical from our perspective that there's somewhere in the context of this discussion, and we'd hope in language for ERP1, that there is a sentence that encourages the board in its review of and consideration of amending the water quality standards, that they address all the factors affecting the Delta ecosystem, and of course that includes flows as one of those factors. That was part of the discussion yesterday during Agenda Item 8A that I thought came out from that discussion. So it would be consistent with what you would be providing in that letter that was going to go to them, as I understand it. I also, if I understand, and Joe, please correct me if I'm wrong, is that rather than having for example, the Delta Stewardship Council bullets 1 and 2, there would be language in there that would say that if they don't meet their deadline, the Delta Stewardship Council would consider actions at that time that it can take, et cetera, et cetera.
Yes.
Is that correct?
That's correct.
And I think that provides the notice to the State Water Board and all interested parties that the council is serious about this, and if a time frame is not met, that the council will act within its purview to take whatever action is necessary to meet what it considers a very critical component of that. And I think that's a very good approach to take. Using examples may create unnecessary sideboards. It may also create unnecessary angst because we don't know where we're going to be with the Water Board. I can tell you from attending State Water Board hearings that they are very committed to trying to meet that deadline, but they've got a major project ahead of them. So those are my comments.
Thank you, Mr. Rentz.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate that.